What Grammy is this going to be? Does anyone even give a fuck?
The number? I do not know the number.
Let's
60?
see.
I don't know.
Yeah, 60th. Wow, 60th Grammys. Came out and like you said, fairly positive.
Yeah, agreeable, I think you could say. There's always going to be a snub, something you're not going to agree with, but it's nothing like outrageous. Like last year, DJ Khaled was nominated for Best Rap Album for Major Key. Can you name a song off that album?
No.
Exactly.
But I can say his phrases. Another one, or
they don't want us to win.
Major Key.
So we're gonna win more.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting because your man Hove throwing up that dynasty sign, Dave.
Yeah.
8 nominations, leading the field. Did you think 444 would be leading the 60th Grammys in nominations after listening?
Yeah, if you think about it that way, it was the overall nomination leader. In a year, there's no Katy Perry. She got totally shut out for the first time since we've known who she was. So
yeah, well, that album sucked.
It did. So I mean, I guess you got to think like would Lorde or Bruno Mars get more noms? But no, Jay-Z. I guess I can see it. It's kind of
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah, shit. Why didn't Kendrick get more? That's a good point.
He got 7.
And yeah, and Kendrick, like this is the year where every Grammy voter that didn't vote for him for Tim Butterfly, which he won a few awards that year, but like now, like, oh, we know who Kendrick Lamar is. Like, oh, check that box. They tell me he's good. Let me there's no secrets anymore about Kendrick, so you got to figure he's going to run away with most of the awards. But yeah, Jay-Z, interesting. I don't think he's going to win a whole lot of them if you look at each race.
No, I don't think so. But I think, with the Grammys, we know that the people who should win don't always win. So I think the nominations matter almost more than
exactly. Yeah.
It's interesting. You mentioned Lorde and Melodrama, that she might have been the one who could have gotten more nominations or maybe deserved more. She wasn't even the most nominated female artist this year.
Who was it?
SZA.
Oh yeah, I'm happy she's getting attention. She'll probably win Best New Artist.
Definitely.
Multiple song nominations. Yeah, no, good for her. That's a great record and really shows the benefits of tough love, because Top Dog and TDE were giving her a lot of shit for fucking up that album for like a year and a half, and then it turned out great earlier this year. So it's nice to see it, get recognized.
Yeah, I have a feeling SZA is going to be on a lot of year-end lists this year, which we're moving towards. Any notable snubs or anything that you wanted to point out with the nominations?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like up in arms about anything. Like last year, I brought up DJ Khaled before. That's because YG Still Brazy was totally shut out, which was laughable, especially given what got in its place. But I mean, this year, Ed Sheeran did not get Album of the Year. Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love snuck in there. So Ed Sheeran's relegated to Best Pop Vocal Album. But Best Pop Vocal Album, pop vocals really makes you think of Coldplay and Imagine Dragons, right? Because they both got nominated. It's pretty fucking stupid. I would have loved to see Dua Lipa in there, or even Demi Lovato, pop vocals, someone who actually sings good, but I digress.
I gotta say that Imagine Dragons got nominated for what, Thunder? For best pop duo group performance.
Their garbage record. Like, so stupid.
Have you ever read the lyrics to that song? Like literally the last I don't know, 20 lines of that, like the lyrics are just lightning and the thunder.
I do give the Grammys credit though for knowing that it's all funny business, all made up anyway. Father John Misty is nominated for like best alternative, because they're just gonna give pure comedy the win because they don't want to give any other shit in that category or anything.
Well, I looking through that category, which I was like,
it's not as bad as the rock stuff.
No, the rock stuff was almost. I actually think
it's all dead people.
I honestly, I think that's probably the most stacked like rock category at this point. Like everything now, horrible fucking album. How that gets nominated for best alternative music album, I don't know. But Humans, American Dream, and Sleep Well Beast all could win that category. Yeah. Pure Comedy is up there too, but if that wins, I don't know. This doesn't make sense.
That's weird.
I don't know. Also, how about our man Bruno Mars getting that best album nom?
Yeah, I mean, so 24 Karat Magic came out like a year ago. They didn't forget about that, but which is great. Obviously, we love that album. It's like a tight 35 minutes, and it's awesome. As we've said before, check out the review, SoundCloud.com/nostalgia pod if you're really, really keen. But speaking of old albums that didn't get recognized, A Tribe Called Quest, was it Thank You for Your Service? We got it from here. Yeah. From last year. Yeah, totally shut out. Nothing for Tribe. Q-Tip has been airing his grievances. He's really mad about it because they performed at the Grammys last year, and that album was critically acclaimed. And you would have thought that it was kind of a shoo-in, if anything. I mean, last year, De La Soul's album, which was way less high profile, got nominated. But I mean, this year, best rap album, it's pretty strong. You mentioned Jay-Z, obviously Kendrick. Then from there, you get Tyler the Creator's Flower Boy, awesome for Tyler. Migos Culture, and Rhapsody, Lala's Wisdom, which is really surprising because Rhapsody is not famous and not well known. But yeah, that came at the expense of Tribe, which is kind of crazy in hindsight. But I mean, what do you think?
It's a great fucking album. The thing is, like, especially the rap categories are so stacked right now. I mean, I think we were talking before we recorded how Drake didn't even put his album up for nomination. So it's like, without Drake even putting it up there, what albums would have missed out if he was? So, it's the type of thing. They're always gonna have snubs. It's too bad it came at Tribe's expense because I really like that album. But I like that they're giving Rhapsody some shine. Might as well. It's also interesting, like looking through like Song of the Year. Like there's some that you would expect. Despacito. That's what I like. But 1-800-273-8255. Your guy Logic.
Yeah. Well, remember, Song of the Year is for songwriting. Record of the Year is for performance. But still, I mean, that song was a huge smash, and I mean, Logic's mainstream now. Didn't really see it coming, but
I mean, there's some really, I think some really positives in this. I mean, the Grammys, which we've said is like the least important of all the major award shows.
Exactly. I mean, we said it already. Drake didn't submit his album. He didn't submit Views. Last year, Frank Ocean didn't submit Blonde, which they would have loved to shower and acclaim. So when the people that you're supposed to be giving awards to don't care, especially the biggest people, it only means so much. But yeah, I mean, the nominations is kind of what people, get up in arms about. But I mean, Jay-Z, speaking of 444, the last time, this is his first album of the year nom, which is kind of nuts. He has had, a few good albums and he's been famous forever, but he last won Best Rap Album in 1999 for The Life of Times of Sean Carter, Volume 2. So I don't think he's going to get it this year because of Damn, but crazy that he hasn't won in so long.
18 years. People have been born and become adults in the time that
exactly
he hasn't won.
Anything like Black Album, that should have won. It didn't because that was the year College Dropout came out.
God. Kanye. Oh man, I am just waiting for that Kanye album just to come out of nowhere. Like, drop from the mountain that he's working on it on. Anyways, why don't we jump into Easy Season 2 unless there's anything else you wanted to shout out about the Grammys?
Shout out Lil Uzi Vert for Best New Artist. He won't win, but I'm happy he got noticed because EXO Tour Life is my song of the year. Spoilers.
Random note, did you see the video that's out there today all over Twitter and Instagram of the people dancing to Bodak Yellow in the subway?
I did see that. That's fucking nuts.
Dude, that gave me so much life and hope for society in general. There was like old people, young people, every race, ethnicity, like hanging around dancing. It was pretty awesome.
And we'll talk about this way more in a few weeks, but that's the biggest case for Bodak Yellow as one of the top songs of the year is that it's the biggest song in terms of like fame and the fact that people love it so much. And I mean, it's just empowering and uplifting to people. Shout out Cardi B.
Definitely. And it's just, the song's undeniable too,
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Cardi B. She might be able to save our country.